Was it a successful meeting, a productive one?
It's always a productive meeting coming to this regional meeting, listening to the other member nations, what they think is important. I've now visited 44 UEFA nations and I learn something to every country I go to. And under Razvan's leadership, I've found some really interesting things about what's going on in this part of the world, and it's added to my education.
What do you think is the main gain of this regional meeting?
I think to cooperate, to build consensus, because wisely football has one country, one vote. So it's really important to understand what your peer countries are thinking so that you can set policy that everybody will agree to. Nobody likes surprises, and meetings like this help to build consensus.
You also talked about the future elections. What are your conclusions about it?
Yes, I will be standing for the British Vice Presidency, which will be on the FIFA Council in the elections in February, and my board has asked me to stand, and I came today to speak to the members of the regional meeting to explain why I was standing and educate them about my background and ask for their support.
Also, a point on the agenda was about developing new youth competitions. This is one of the main concerns of UEFA. What do you think about what was discussed?
Well, UEFA is really doing a good job now under Alexander Chefrin's leadership, and one of their priorities, in fact everybody's priorities, is youth development. We need to compete for people to play football, because otherwise they'll play computer games or other sports, and we need to grow the future, and youth development is the future, so it's a high priority for all of us.
As you earlier said, you are connected with the Romanian football and Răzvan Burleanu and the Romanian Football Federation. What do you think is the level of Romanian football right now?
I think the level is good. I think your governance standards are high. Your president is respected throughout Europe as a man of integrity and vision. And we look forward to cooperating to share expertise both ways. We'd like to learn from Romania, and we'd like to share some of the expertise we have in England.
The fact that Romania will host 4 games for the Euro 2020 is a major plus for us?
I think so. I mean, it's a strong statement by UEFA of faith in both the integrity and the capability of Romanian football, and that says very good things about Romania.
Why do you think there are not many Romanian football players playing in England in Premier League or Premier League?
I think things go up and down. We have had Dan Petrescu in the past, and we've had lots of good Romanian players. It's just sometimes there are players and sometimes there aren't. It's a moment in time when we have few. I'm sure we'll have lots in the future.